Alright guys, today we're ranking the Pixar movies from, I guess best to worst. So we got spectacular tier, we got great tier, good tier, bad tier, a special tier for a certain movie, and I haven't seen Elemental or Lightyear, so I'm not going to be ranking those. So I think we all can see this special tier right here, and there's a certain movie that's going in that tier. Because I don't think any Pixar movie is necessarily garbage, except for this one, because come on, this one's just terrible. Okay. Well, we got Up. Up? Oh, man, we're starting off hard here. Okay, so Up, honestly, Up didn't hit as hard for me as a child because I didn't watch it as much, but I can still say without a doubt that it is a great movie. So, I'll just put it there. Toy Story, oh my gosh, man, we're just hitting those bangers here. Toy Story is obviously an S tier. You can't go wrong with you can't not put Toy Story in S tier. Come on, that's pretty much self-explanatory because everyone should know that Toy Story is an S tier movie. Monster University, okay, this one's underrated. It's actually such a good movie. I'm actually gonna put it in S tier. I love Monster University. It was such a good. I personally think that Monsters University is better than Monsters Inc. I know that's like a really hot take, but it's just I really loved this movie. Something about it, I don't know. Finding Dory is good. It wasn't bad, but it also just like it didn't hit the same as Finding Nemo. Obviously, Finding Nemo is great. I'm not putting it in S tier just because I don't know. I don't like it as much as these ones, but I love Finding Nemo. It was another childhood movie. Cars 2 is S tier, dude. I don't know what anyone's saying. Cars 2 was such a good movie. Like, I know it's not, like, part of the Cars, like, story. It is, like, it took, like, a completely different direction, but that direction was a really, really good direction, because this movie is amazing. And no matter what anyone says, you cannot change my mind on this. Easy S tier, come on. The Incredibles, classic, awesome movie, really, really good. I honestly, I considered renaming this tier Incredible just to fit it. Oh man, am I really gonna have another S tier? Oh my gosh, dude. Ratatouille. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in great for now, because Ratatouille, I feel like I've seen it too much, but it's such a good movie though. Oh, dude, it feels wrong not putting it in S tier. I'll leave it here for now, but I might move it, I don't know. The Good Dinosaur is a good movie. It was really like no one really knew about this movie. I feel like, but I saw it like when it first came out. I didn't see it in the theaters, I don't think, but I saw it like on Redbox when Redbox was like still a thing. Uh, but it was actually good and I liked it. So pretty underrated in my opinion, but it's also not like this level. Easiest S tier of my entire life. You know what? No, I'm putting this above everything else. Cars is the best Pixar movie. That's the easiest S tier of my entire life. And it's like that there's no question about it. This one, on the other hand, easiest mid of my life. Like it's not bad. It's really just not a bad movie. Honestly, this tier might just be empty by the time we're done with this, unless there's like an actually bad movie. But the only really bad one that I've watched is Turning Red, and I made a whole different tier for that. But Cars 3, it wasn't bad. It was just really underwhelming. It's a good expansion to the first one, but it's not like on the same level as the second one. The second one's just so cool and like fun, and then this one's just like, you know. Bugs Life is good. I'm sorry to all the people that like Bugs Life, but it never hit for me. I never I never connected with Bugs Life. I didn't watch it enough as a kid, and I don't know. It's just compared to these ones up here, it's just not the same. And yes, it is on the same level as these movies. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong, but it just didn't hit the same. I'm gonna put it in the front though, just because it's better than the other ones. Man, Incredibles 2 is good. It's underwhelming again. I mean, it's a good sequel, but that's all it is. It's just a good sequel, in my opinion. Not really much else to say there. But dude, Wally is such a good movie. Honestly, spectacular for that one, dude. Wally is. I don't even know how to describe it. Wally is like such a different, unique, and just honestly really really cool movie. It's one of the movies that like tied together that whole Pixar theory about like the sapling from Bug's Life and everything and all that stuff. But it's just such a good movie. Such a unique concept about how humans abandon Earth, which and it's just such a good movie. Monsters Inc. Man, how many S tiers are we gonna have today? This is also an S tier. Monsters University is better in my opinion, but this is also an S tier movie. I mean, come on. I feel like this is an S tier for a lot of people. Dude, another. I don't care what anyone says, man. Inside Out is such a really good movie. There's so many good Pixar movies, dude. It's hard to like rank a bad Pixar movie because there isn't really one except for Turning Red, but that's the outlier. Inside Out is so good, dude. Honestly, some people like my brother does not like Inside Out as much as I do. Like he's like, yeah, it's all right, and like I feel like no one likes it as much as I do. I just really really liked Inside Out. It was such a unique concept, like all the other ones, but it's just really really cool. Coco, dude, stop giving me these free S tiers, bro. Oh my gosh, Coco is such a good movie. Like I actually cried so much during that movie. It's so good. Like I did not expect to like this movie that much, but I loved it. It was so good. Dude, there's so many S tiers. I can't. Okay, Toy Story 2. Definitely the weakest Toy Story. No, 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 never mind. Never mind. Toy Story 4 is the weakest. Sorry. This is a great movie though. You cannot diss any of the first 3 Toy Story movies because they're all just really really good. Um but Toy Story 2 I feel like was the least best out of the first 3. I'm not even considering Toy Story 4 as like part of the Toy Story trilogy because it kind of just like ruined it. But Toy Story 2 is a great movie nonetheless, and I think it deserves great tier. Toy Story 3 is S tier. Toy Story 3 actually goes above Toy Story because I know this is another really hot take, but not really hot take I'd say, but Toy Story 3 in my opinion is better than Toy Story 1. There is so many arguments for this, but I understand both sides. I just like Toy Story 3 more. Toy Story 1 definitely is funnier, I feel like, in some parts and a lot of parts. And it's just a really, really revolutionary movie, and it was, but also a really good one. Toy Story 3 is like, it has everything good about Toy Story, but also expands on it a little bit more, and it's also so sad at the end. It's just such a good movie. Brave? Dude, Brave? I feel like no one talks about Brave. But Brave is a great movie, honestly. I've barely even watched that movie, but I know it was good. It's just I don't know. People just don't talk about that movie, honestly. It's a really good movie though. So I would recommend watching Brave sometime soon. Since I know like none of you have watched Brave in like the recent years. Onward, dude. There's so many good Pixar movies. Onward is actually kind of underrated. It's not S tier. Onward is an underrated movie in my opinion. It's not S tier, but it is great. I was actually so hyped for this movie. It was different than I thought it would be, but it was also really sad at the end too, like a lot of Pixar movies. Uh, this is a really good movie though, honestly. Toy Story 4. I can't say it's bad though, because it's not. It's not a bad movie. It's just good. If there was a decent tier, I would put it in that. Soul is also a good movie. Honestly, Soul's up here. I should probably put below Bug's Life, but above everything else. Soul is good. Same thing with Luca. Luca's better than Soul, but it's not better than Bug's Life. These two were just like kind of forgotten because they were only on like Disney Plus. No one really watched them, but I did, and they were actually pretty good. Both of them were pretty unique, and I actually really like Luca. Luca's pretty underrated. Soul's different, but I actually like Soul. So, anyways, like I said, there is no bad tiers. We can just remove that tier. So this is the tier list. I haven't seen Elemental or Lightyear, so I don't know how good those are. I've heard Lightyear's pretty bad though. But these are all the S tiers. There's so many because Pixar just like goated studio, or at least it was. There's these great ones, and there's these good ones, and there's this garbage one, this terrible one. Man, if I was like a 13-year-old girl, I might like this movie. But if I'm anything else, I don't like this movie. It's bad. But yeah, this is my ranking, and you know my opinions on each of them since I explained them. And yeah, go ahead and roast me. Go ahead and in the comments, go ahead and state your own opinion. And go ahead and say, I can't believe you put the Cars 3 that low. It was I can't believe you put Finding Nemo in great tier. It should have been top of S tier. I can't believe you put Up, Below, Inside Out. And like, just go ahead and do that in the comments because I would like to hear your opinions actually. So yeah, see you next time.